Hey Sam, Adam here. So, great looking swing. I mean, it's really good. I almost want to be careful with this one because, yeah, it's just lots of good things in there. We'll monitor it over the course of these sessions. So, if anything feels uncomfortable, just make sure it's a back and forth with me. Um, the goal is to give you tools, technical tools. So that you could be able to fix faults. So, say for example, your path is too much left. Here's how you can make it more right. Your strike is more toe or heel. Here's how you can make it more the other way. Uh, Pattern is more right. Here's how to make it more left. Vice versa. Vice versa. So, you're gonna have obviously feel-based tools as well. So go to each week. If you're struggling with direction, go to the direction week. Feel-based tools. The good ones are hitting left and right intentionally in varying amounts. So 2, 4, and 6 fingers, right and left. You could even use the club face angle number that TrackMan spits out. So you could do 2, 4, and 6 degrees open and closed if you want to. That's a good way of doing it as well. Just to get a feel. You don't have to do a hell of a lot of that, but just see how your feel is with that. If you do it a little bit and you find, oh my god, I'm awful at this, then practice it a little bit more. And then go back to calibrating your desired shot once you get a better sense for it. But yeah, if you practice those drills, I know you said you like the differential drills. Similarly, toe and heel. Looking at your TrackMan numbers, I know you mentioned in your email that you tend to suffer more with toe strikes. The TrackMan numbers were showing 11, around about 11 heel, I think was the average. They were all kind of heel biased. And I did kind of double check that. I looked at the most heel video and the most toe video, and they were definitely different. So the heel one was more heel, so it is correlating quite well, the video with what TrackMan's spitting out. However, TrackMan can struggle sometimes because it's not actually seeing face strike. It's doing some guesswork, a little bit of guesswork. So I would just corroborate that with face strike spray. Sorry, foot spray on the face, just to make sure that TrackMan numbers are actually matching reality there. But yeah, I mean, some days you're going to be more heely, some days they're going to be more toey. We've got to have fixes for both. And as I say, you can have feel-based fixes, and we're going to develop technical tools as well. So the first thing I'd want to do is, your path was a little left. Angle of attack was okay, but I'd actually expect your angle of attack to be steeper with your path as left as it is. It was like 4.5 degrees left on average, which isn't the end of the world, but we can soften it a little bit in a way that I'd want to create more consistency. Really good motion. You've got like pro level shallowing as you start down. It's really, really good. Look good coming through impact as well. Little body stall here, and then the hands flip over. That's where some of the directional inconsistency might come from. So again, there are tall players out there who do that, so it's not like a kiss of death or anything, but it's something that I would work towards a better model in a way that fixes faults. So it's not a case of going out and just changing everything. It's changing it as and when you need it, and that'll make more sense as we go through. But this first lesson, all I want to do for you is just give you a drill that's going to hopefully help to self-organize some other stuff. Now, the goal with this is you do the drill in your technical training, and then you forget about it when playing. Right? If you want to speed up change, if you say, all right, this drill, I really like it, it's having a positive effect on impact. If you want to speed up that change, then you just exaggerate the drill, and then you go back to not thinking about it. So the drill I want to give you is, you're going to swing back to the top and stop. And what I want you to do is, I want you to get a flatter lead arm position. And I also want you to feel as if you bend the right wrist back a little bit more. Okay, so the lead arm is going to be flatter like this. And you use a different color so it's more visual. A little bit flatter like that. That right elbow drop down a little bit as well. And then bend the right wrist back a little bit. So let me just find a visual. I'm a bit stuffed up today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lead arm flatter. I'm gonna have to type this in. Sorry, I got so many drills. It sometimes be pretty hard to find it. Okay, so here you're gonna swing back and stop. And I actually want you to just try and swing back into a flatter position as well. So where the hands are a little bit, the lead arm is matching the shoulder plane a little bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect. I always want the lead arm to be steeper than the shoulders, but not as much of a mismatch there. So I want you to get into a flatter position. In fact, once you're there, you can actually explore variants of this. You can go flatter if you want, even go like that. So drop the arms down, just to try and figure out how can I hit it from here. And then you can see also I've got that right wrist bending back a little bit more, right wrist extension. So that's going to help to close the face a little bit more. The goal there is to, with the wrist position, is to get your hands in a position where it's going to close the club face a little bit more. So it should reduce some of the block shot that you're hitting. Okay, it should reduce some of the block shot. And it'll also reduce some of the need to fling those arms shut at the end, right at the last minute there. So if you get into a stronger wrist position, let's say lead wrist flexion a little bit more, right wrist extension, trail wrist bending back a little bit more, and then once you've got that position, swing down from there. Okay, so you're going to swing back, change the position, then do it maybe a couple of bumps like this just to get some momentum, and then swing down and through. Okay, so that's the drill there. And we do it again. Swing back and stop. Change the position. I actually do it very quickly, but I change the position. Then do 3 little momentum bumps. 1, 2, 3, and then swing through and hit it. And just see what happens. No judgment on the result. Just send me the video. Send me the TrackMan numbers again, or upload another report. I've got your login details now. I think there's a way of just sending an individual report as well, so you don't have to give me your login details. But either way, I've got it. I'm not going to do anything funny with your TrackMan report or TrackMan login. So yeah, that's the goal this week. And then we're going to see how it evolves from there and just add things as we go along. So swing back and stop, change the lead arm position, get the lead wrist a bit more flexed, right trail wrist a bit more extended, bent back, and then from there 3 little momentum bumps and go.